We can talk a little bit about my inspiration behind the idea of TUSAE.com. So, me being, a college student, I don't have the funds necessary to purchase, a 918, a LaFerrari, a P1, an old Ferrari 250, whatever it is, Those cars cost millions of dollars, and of course, like many out there, these cars are extremely exclusive, extremely expensive, and are very hard to attain. Regardless if you aren't in, the highest of the financial situations, or even if you are up there, but these cars are exclusive. With some of these dealers, you need to have purchased certain cars beforehand, or there's limited numbers, etc., etc. It can be a very difficult, sticky, tricky process. But I want to be able to invest and make money off of these cars the same way other people were doing. So I looked online and I said, there's got to be some sort of way I could somehow invest in a Porsche 918, a LaFerrari, a Perta, or a P1 GTR, whatever it was, that I wanted to throw some money at and see how I could do. Because I felt confident that I knew that certain cars were going to appreciate in a certain time. And I looked up online for a place for me to do so, and I didn't find anything. And I was incredibly surprised. But me, myself, I love startups, and I think it's a great idea, and I love how the world advances. And I love technology and everything. And me, I somehow have this weird passion and knack for economics and watching trends adjust. That's why I originally wanted to invest in cars. And this place didn't exist, so I thought, hey, you know what? Let me create something like that. Because it won't just benefit me, it'll benefit so many other people. It'll give them the opportunity to invest in these cars, make a little bit of money off of them, learn more about cars, apply their passion and their knowledge, and who knows, eventually, attain enough funds one day to maybe purchase that car that you've always wanted. And the great thing about that is when people do hit that point, and as more and more people, are able to fund themselves in purchasing such cars, the demand of those cars increases and the values of those cars increases. So the rate of buying and selling on TUSAE.com increases, so it's kind of like a win-win situation, and cars themselves tend to be very predictable. For example, you find out, for example, with the 911s, the Porsche 911s used to be air-cooled, but once they move out of that, the air-cooled Porsches shot through the roof. It's just because they're limited, they're not out there anymore. And you can see these things coming with cars versus, the stock market, things can change like that. Or, the foreign exchange market, yes, it's predictable, but things can change like that. And, cars can be a more safe and secure thing. And, those who own them can really see that. They're willing to invest these millions of dollars in these beautiful, absolutely gorgeous machines. And, us, me, and you guys being car enthusiasts, we understand that love and passion for cars, and we can't really explain it to normal people. Having a love for cars is like a disease, but it's a disease that I wish, there's really no cure for. And it really brings people together. Cars unite people, as some Cup gang members might know what I'm talking about. Shout out to Salamandrin. Anyways, regardless, that has nothing to do with this. When I was a young boy, my father introduced me to Top Gear, the famous British show. And from then, I just fell in love with cars. It just took over my entire life. And ever since I, became fond of economics, I decided to bring the two together and make something great. And that's my inspiration behind TUSAE.